OntarioLevel.com at the Sunset Speedway for opening night, standing alongside the driver, the number 36 Quaker State Limited late model, Gary Elliott. Gary, big season for you guys this year. Your 45th anniversary of racing, 40th anniversary with Quaker State. And I know when you and I talked last year at Autumn Colors, you said that that's probably the longest sponsorship deal in the world.
Well, we think so. We're not 100% sure, but nobody's come forward and told us any different. And we know it's probably in Canada, it is. I'm not sure how long STP is with Richard Petty, but I seen the STP sticker on the hood last week, so I don't know if they come and go or how that works. But anyway, regardless, it's 40 years, and it's been just an awesome sponsorship and a great run, and we're thankful, and we're looking forward to a great year.
I know there's quite a history, and the sponsorship with Quaker State has changed a lot over the years. Talk a little bit about how that's evolved for you over the course of your time in open wheel modified at Flamborough Speedway, and to what it is now with the late model.
Well, I started with them in 1974, and it was funny because somebody asked me if I was looking for a sponsor, and I said, of course, and then I only had one, and he said, well, Quaker State, and I thought, wow, Quaker State, like that's huge. So anyway, I put in the proposal. I ended up getting 4 cases of oil for the next 6 years, I guess, and then it went up to 8 cases, and then after my 10th year, I got hats and T-shirts, and then it got better and better, and then now they're our primary sponsor, and it's fantastic. I mean, we keep them updated all the time. We let them know what we but it's funny if you go back, because back in the 70s there was no email, and there was no websites, there was no way to do it, there was no internet. So, and I couldn't get on TV, right, because a commercial cost too much money. But anyway, it was great. It was awesome, and then now I can really update them quite often and frequent, and that's great.
Now let's talk a little bit about your endeavor here at Sunset Speedway this season. Second full year here at the track. What are you guys looking to achieve this year, and what is obviously one of the most competitive late model divisions in the province?
Well, you got that right. This is a huge competitive field, and I'm happy to be part of it. It's got a lot of guys from different tracks that have merged into Sunset Speedway, which I think is the greatest oval in Ontario. For a lot of reasons, the track surface obviously allows you to race. It's well run, well managed, great knowledgeable fans, and in terms of being, racing against these guys, our goal is to win the championship. We've won 2 before. We've had a lot of top 5 finishes over the years in the points. Bad luck has usually eliminated us, but I think we've got a lot going for us in 2013. We have a great car sponsored by awesome sponsors, and we also have my son. David is our car chief. He's going to be looking after the car setup, and David has got a tremendous amount of knowledge. He'll work with my crew chief Bob and Matt and Ryan, and as well with him as my former crew chief Big Jim. He's with us, and Eddie. So I think we got the best pit crew, and we have awesome sponsors, great fans, and a driver that's learning every time I go on that track.
Now, we've talked to a couple of different drivers just about the heat today and how different it has been from the testing conditions guys have had over the last 2 or 3 weeks. How do you guys plan to attack this evening? Because everybody said the track is pretty greasy here so far this afternoon, but it's obviously going to tighten up when it cools down later on tonight.
Yeah, it is. Like we're struggling with a few things. Our car setup is number 1 at this track, and we've done a lot of improvements to give us a good piece this year. Also, we've made changes already to make the car better. The biggest thing is to make the car has to turn, and we're at the point right now where it was turning in that last set of hot laps. I need to make sure that I drive the right groove. There's a groove out there that's probably perfect on a given night, and I need to get in that one as often as I can, and run behind some guys that are getting around the ends better. Like I said, it's a learning process for me, but you're right, the track's going to tighten up tonight, and we're already making changes right now for that. We need to be a little bit faster. We need to find maybe 2 tenths, which is a huge amount, but we need to find that between now and feature time for sure. But we want to come home tonight in one piece, and possibly if we can bring home a top 5 in the feature, that would be fantastic with this field.
Now, in addition to Quaker State, I know you got a lot of other sponsors and marketing partners here on this race car that help you get here every night. I know you've thanked your crew already, but go ahead and thank some more people for us.
Well, I got to thank Lincoln Electric. They've been with me 11 years. Timber Green Landscaping, Grindstone Landscaping, their father and son team, they've been with me for 5 years. JDS Insurance out of Scarborough, they've been with me for 7 years. I've got a lot of sponsors that have been with us for a while. I've got a great new sponsor, Arctica, on the roof of the car. They're from Sturgeon Falls. It's a long ways away, but they come to this track. I mean, that's cool that they come all the way down here. And I apologize for if I missed some of my other sponsors, but Elliott Contracting, who's a local, just lives in Alliston. He's sponsoring me. He's also my cousin. And yeah, you know what? Sponsors are huge, fans are huge, and promoters are huge for me. So if I have 3 people that I want to really support in racing, would be obviously fans, sponsors, and promoters, to do what we can, and then help the drivers too whenever I can. Thank the Lord for allowing us to race, and thank the Lord for bringing us these people and these sponsors.
Thanks a lot for your time here tonight, Gary. Best of luck to you here this evening and throughout the rest of the season as well.
Thank you very much.
For OntarioLoval.com at Sunset Speedway on opening night, I'm Clayton Johns.